What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk. And guys, today I want to have an interesting conversation about interracial dating. Obviously, here on this channel, it's a very touchy subject. You know that there are some guys who don't believe in it, and there are some guys who are open to it, and there are some guys who feel it's their only option. But I believe it's always a good conversation to have amongst African American men, and obviously some brothers from London and the UK and parts of Africa and parts of Europe. And I was having this discussion with my brother RB the Breakthrough. You may know him now as Randy Booker. Go check out his channel below at the first comment and subscribe at the bell. He does similar content to me now. Okay. But we were talking about, our past dealings, current dealings with women. And he was talking about one lady in particular that they had dealt with in the past. And, some of the things that she would do for him that was, let's say out of the ordinary because she really liked him. All right. And, and there's been a lot of black men's experience who have dealt with white women. But, normally we're talking about here a very attractive white woman. That means a white woman who white men consider a 9 or a 10, not a white girl with a big booty or a white woman that's, looking like a black chick. I'm talking about, a conventional 10, a Vanna White, Wheel of Fortune attractive, conventional, beautiful white woman, right? And RB the Breakthrough has dealt with those women, and those women typically have chosen him over other men when they had the opportunity to choose other people. And why are attractive white women competing for high value white men? And, there's this myth from lower thinking brothers that it's just the myth of the BBC. This is the reason why, white women are competing for black men that are attractive. And it's because of their swag. It's because of their slang. And it's because of, the sex game. And when I hear black men talk like this, I just think that these group of men are so stupid. And it has nothing to do with the truth because, even in those respective races, I'm pretty sure they have guys who can screw good. They have guys who probably no homo, have what you may have, right? And, they may have guys who are charismatic in their own way. High value white women are not picking black men for those, normal ass reasons. That's might be a plus. That might be something that they enjoy, but that's not it. But the reason why attractive white women are competing for high value black men, it has nothing to do with their race at all. Okay. But it has everything to do that black man has qualities that reminds her of an important man in her life, whether it's a father, okay, whether it's an uncle. It's a man that she can relate to that is a builder. Okay. That is why if you see attractive white women who are with black men who also have something to lose, it's because that guy is too much of a great man for her to pass up. And she's willing to risk it all, even if he's black. Okay. She's rolling the dice on the guy. What do I mean? A lot of black women, when they look at, black men, because of the way that they have been raised, they are not looking at the qualities of building a man who's stable, a man who has qualities that are going to be into a relationship, right? A guy who has, shout out to T.S. Johnson, has the ability to undergird the infrastructure to secure long standing with the family. black women don't see that talent. All right. They don't see those possibilities and skills to having a lot of relationships. A lot of black women, they look at what the guy looks like. Okay. How he acts, the personality. But as far as those long-term traits, they look at that. But when a white woman is seeing a black man that she chooses to be with, rest assured that black man is competing with every other group of men. There are Indian men that have those characteristics. There are white men that have those characteristics, right? There are Hispanic men that have those characteristics. So a beautiful white woman is going to come across all types of men. She has the most options out of any woman. But if she's dealing with the black man, that black man has those options. He has those qualities better than any available man that she's looking at. It just so happens that he's black. Okay. And this is the reason why, a lot of brothers are talking about, it's the BBC that I have and all this. No, white women can just scout, in my opinion, on average, not all the time, but white women can see qualities of long-term relationship building in black men that black women just can't see, because to be fair to black women, they just haven't been exposed to it. So how are they supposed to actually know? Okay. They've been taught that they don't need a man. They have been socialized to think that black men are incapable, to think that black men are not, able to do that. And white women are not going to, they may have those stereotypes too, but they're willing to at least give you a chance. And if you can somehow display those traits, you can display the ability to, you're going to have a lot more say-so in the relationship. You're more hands off. You're not as, controlling as maybe another guy will. That lady is going to be more inclined to say, wow, well, you know what? This particular black man, he's black, but I cannot afford to lose a guy like this. This is why I'm going to take the risk. And when a woman sees those characteristics of a man who's responsible, of a man who's working towards a goal, because even white men, I would assume, they can be guys who are selling dreams also, telling a woman that, they're working on this, they're going to do that. I mean, men lie in every group, but, white women can pick up on, well, this man is actually working towards these things. I know that because when I saw my father and my mother coming up, I saw my father didn't have everything, but he was actively working towards a goal. So he doesn't have it right now. He might not have all of it right now, but he's the kind of man that I know that will have it. So I'm going to invest into him now before it gets too late, because some other woman will get him. And some of those women will go and talk to their parents about it, their mom about it. And, women tend to be a little bit less racist, than men. So their grandmas or moms might, give them the green light. Like, hey, well, listen, this is the kind of man that, he's, I see those qualities you're talking about in him when you bring him around. He's the kind of man that, he happens to be black, but, these are the qualities that you need for a husband. He has everything, right? This is a guy that is competing with all men. Okay, he's on the same standard. So this is the guy that you want to get. Now, what happens is that when this particular black man comes back around, brings a white lady back to his family and things, and you have all of this animosity from, African-American women, you have all this animosity from other people. But the situation may be is that you didn't realize that these qualities and skills that this guy has, that they were beneficial. And I could talk to you about this. When I go to Uganda, there are a lot of people there that have a lot of skill sets that you want to partner with in business that other people just don't see. They don't see the fastidious detail, right, that the person has. They don't see the creativity. They may have a respect for it. But if you take somebody like me who comes from America, we respect people who pay attention to detail more, right? We value creativity in the business. So I'm going to take that person, I'm going to hire them because you just can't recognize it. So when that person comes and works for me, or that person partners with me, you're going to feel like, well, you're upset because they're not working for you, but you didn't see it. It's the same thing with black men who are dating interracially. And it has nothing to do with the fact that, oh, this woman's a pushover. A lot of sisters like to say that. Well, you're just going over to Becky because you can't control me. You can't handle a strong black woman. No, it's more more common to say that woman is more appreciative on average than maybe a sister would be on average. And also, she's going to go ahead and understand that he is valuable. So she's going to do things to show that she's valuable back. She's going to reciprocate. A lot of times in Black America, a woman can sense you have value going on, but she feels like she deserves you. Even Dr. T.S. Johnson said that, women feel that they're owed a good man, black man, and they can go to the good black man tree and pick him off. But that's absurd. If the man is valuable, then shouldn't you have to reciprocate the fact that the man is valuable? The man is, he's a stable man. The man is hardworking. The man he creates opportunities for himself and for the family. So you should do something also to come to the table, which a lot of white women are doing. There's so many white women in America, and, a lot of them are married interracial because maybe there's not enough white men to go around. So, a lot of white women might not be able to do it like they used to. So they're coming to the black community and they're saying, hey, well, if you don't want to compete for these guys that you have that have this talent that you don't see, we're going to compete for them. We're going to do the things that you don't want to do to secure our safety, to secure our bag. And then together we will build a life for each other. And I see it all the time. That's just because those women are picking up on those characteristics that they see when they were coming up. It has nothing to do with the BBC or the swag long term. I mean, yeah, you have women who like that in the short term, but in the long term, white women are looking for stability. Okay? So guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson. Back at it again. Another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I really appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe at the bell. Check out the first comment pinned to the top. And as you know, it's the buffoonery. The buffoonery remains at an all-time high. I'm out.